We've now learned that Donald Trump Jr. In the summer of 2016 was offered a chance by somebody he knew, a music publicist with connections to a Russian oligarch who was connected to the Russian state. This publicist comes to Donald Trump Jr. and says, hey, I have some information for you. I have someone I want you to meet with who has incriminating evidence against Hillary Clinton, and that evidence comes from the Russian government, and this is part of the Russian government's effort to help your father win the presidency. Donald Trump Jr. getting that email says, I love it. I want to hear more of it. And they eventually have a meeting in Trump Tower with Paul Manafort, the campaign chairman, and Jared Kushner, the president's son-in-law, who is also a campaign official. They sit down and talk to this Russian lawyer. They say they're disappointed by what she has to say. They were hoping to get incriminating evidence on Hillary Clinton. She didn't bring that, they say. Opposition research is a term you hear a lot and you see a lot sort of in the movies about campaigns.
We need to get proactive.
No opposition research, no dirt
I know
on
how to
our
make
opponents.
this work, but you have to let me.
The reality is pretty mundane. Opposition researchers are people who go dig through public records like divorce cases, criminal cases. They dig through legislative histories of candidates to try to find public but not well-known information that will make their opponents look bad. The thing that's unusual about this situation is that there was an offer explicitly to the campaign from a foreign government. We are a foreign government. We want to help you win this election. Let's sit down and talk about it. That's something that when I talked to campaign lawyers, to campaign veterans, to opposition researchers yesterday, they said that never happens. That's something that never, ever happens.
This is clearly a bombshell, and I think that's how the White House is perceiving it as well, because it's the first time there is evidence of a meeting taking place with Russia where they're trying to obtain their help in the election. And based on what we've heard through the emails, if they're accurate, Russia is intending to try to help Trump win the election.
It's illegal for a foreign national or a foreign government to make a contribution to a campaign. And that word contribution doesn't just mean money, it could mean anything of value. So an opposition research report that took time and energy and money to compile, that's something of value. And if you're an American campaign, you can't accept that from a foreign source. They've said that they didn't get anything out of it. They were disappointed by what this lawyer had brought with her. But they've also given multiple wrong, conflicting accounts of this same meeting before, so it's possible their account will change. Robert Mueller, the special counsel charged with investigating links between Trump and Russia, will probably look into this conversation and try to figure out what really happened there, and also, more importantly, what happened before this meeting and after this meeting. When this publicist comes to Don Jr., he says, yeah, this is part of Russia's efforts to help elect your father. Don Jr. doesn't say, what? Russia's involved here? And so Mueller will be trying to put this meeting in the context of the larger history of Trump and Russia and his campaign's contacts with Russians.